Hello everyone, welcome to a new question. Square root of 64 power of 6 minus 64 power of 5. To solve this question, we use this exponent property, which is a power of m plus n equal a power of m times a power of n. So square root of 64 power of 6, we can write that 64 power of 5 plus 1 minus 64 power of 5. Now 64 power of 5 times 64 power of 1 minus 64 power of 5. So if you take common 64 power of 5, we are getting in parentheses 64 minus 1 equivalent to, we can write that 64 power of 5 times 64 minus 1, we got 63. Now we use another algebraic identity, which is square root of a times b equal square root of a times square root of b. That means we can write that 64 power of 5 times square root of 63. Now we can write that 64 power of 5 equivalent to 64 power of 4 plus 1, and square root of 63 equivalent to, we can write that 7 times 9. After that, 64 power of 4 plus 1, we can write that as square root of 64 power of 4 times 64 power of 1 times square root of 7 times 1, we can write that as square root of 7 times square root of 9 equivalent to, if we use the same property again, we can write that 64 power of 4 times square root of 64 times square root of 7 times square root of 9 equal 3. Now, now 64 power of 4, we can write that 64 power of 2 times 2. Square root of 64 equivalent to 8 times square root of 7 times 3. Now if you multiply that, this 3 and 8, we got 3 times 8, 24 root 7. 64 power of 2, we can write that this one also 64 power of 2 power of 2. So if we cancel this square root and 2, we cancel. So you got 64 square times 24 root 7. Now this 64, we can write that 60 plus 4 square times 24 root 7 equivalent to, we use this algebraic identity a plus b power of 2, which is equivalent to a power of 2 plus b power of 2 plus 2ab. That means 60 plus 4 square, we can write that 60 square plus 4 square plus 2 times 60 times 4 times 24 root 7 equivalent to, we can write that 60 square means 60 times 60, which is 3600, plus 4 square 16 plus 4 times 2, 8 times 60, we got 480 times 24 root 7. If you add these three values, 0 plus 6 plus 0, you got 6. 8 plus 1, 9 plus 0, 9. 4 plus 6, 10. 1 carry, 3 plus 1, 4. 4096 times 24 root 7. Now 4096 times this 24, also we can write that 20 plus 4 times root 7. So we can multiply that using distributive law. 4096 times 20. So we can write that 4096 times 20 plus 4096 times 4 times root 7, equivalent to 4096. If we multiply with 20, so 2 times 6, 12, 1 carry, 2 times 9, 18, 1 carry, 1, 4 times 2, 8. We got 81,820. And 4096, we have to multiply with 4 also. 4 times 6, 24, 2 carry. 4 times 9, 36 plus 2, 38, 3 carry. 4 times 0 will be 0 if you are adding 3. So 3. 4 times will be 16. Now these two value we have to adding this. So 81,820 plus 16,384. If you're adding this, 4 plus 0, you got 4. 8 plus 2 equal 10. 1 carry. 8 plus 1, 9 plus 3, which is 12. 1 carry. 1 plus 1, 2 plus 6, 8, and 8 plus 1, 9. So we are getting here 98,204 square root of 7. That's it. That's our final answer. Thank you so much.